Well, hello folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, let's pull up the screen. Ah, yes, Cardano. Why is Cardano dropping? What's all going on with the crypto and all of that? And what about buying the dip? Let's talk about all that. All right, let's start out with Ukraine. That's all the talk. And of course, Russia has invaded Ukraine, started a war. And here's all the pictures, as you can see. There's the tanks coming in and all the bombs, and it's just been not good. And it really started the day and the market's off terrible. I'm really surprised they've recovered like they have, because this is not good. It's just a bad situation. Putin, you know, he doesn't bluff. So he went on in there and did what he did, and he's not done. And it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, the market has tried to recover, and it's done a pretty good job today. Same with cryptocurrency, but cryptocurrency is in a bear market big time, and that happens with crypto. It's very volatile. It's much like the OTC. It's a very volatile market, and you've got to really be patient with it. Here's the chart of Cardano, and it broke that key $1 mark, which actually surprised me because that thing had been there for over a year, and it did break that, and it broke it pretty hard, and it's probably going to stay down here for a while. There is some support it's sitting on right now, and we'll go ahead and draw that in. Not happy to draw it in, but that's where it's at, as you can see, and it's sitting right on it. There's not a lot of support in here between this and going all the way down to in the around 50. So it's a little dangerous sitting right there, and it dropped below that 84 cents that it's sitting on right now. Today, it got even lower. So let's see what's going on. Now, part of what's causing the problem are some big macro issues, the Ukraine being the one that really got it going today. But we're dealing with some really terrible inflation. It's awful. We've got interest rates that everybody's worried about. It's going to be coming up. This is one positive. This Rona seems to be dropping really quickly, and I think that's going to help us long term. Hopefully we don't get another version of it anytime soon, and we get back to some sort of normal. So this is actually turning into hopefully a positive. But these two issues, the inflation is a nightmare, and it's only going to get worse with this Ukraine problem. And it's really upsetting people. And I can tell you, at some point, this inflation is going to drive people crazy. The gas prices are getting ready to go up again, which means everything else is going to go up. Wheat comes out of Russia and Ukraine. There's all kinds of materials that come out of there, and that's going to be probably disrupted even worse than it is now. And at some point, people are just going to do this.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yep, I think that's where people are heading, and it's probably going to happen at some point, because the American people aren't going to tolerate this kind of inflation. Now we've got Putin doing all this crap and interest rates, and it's just not good. Now, as far as Cardano is concerned, this is one of the absolute best cryptocurrencies out there, in my opinion, and it's been fashioned by this gentleman right here, who is Charles Hoskinson, and he's sort of the Pied Piper of it. And if you know his history, he actually had a class about Bitcoin, and Ethereum came and got him to help them put together Ethereum. And then after he got done with that, there was a little bit of a falling out. So he decided to create Cardano. And Cardano has 5 different eras. Currently, they just got into smart contracts. They started out with a very strong foundation. And understand, this is the tortoise versus the hare. And Cardano is the tortoise. They really have taken their time. They're peer-reviewed. They're fully tested, very safe. They spent so much time on safety and foundation. Then they went into decentralization, the smart contracts. They've been so careful with that, and it's really been successful. They're one of the highest transaction rates of any of the cryptos. Matter of fact, I believe they are darn near #1 now. They may have been the other day over Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they cost a lot less, and it's fast as can be. And I just feel very good about it with these Cardano Foundation, the IOHK, Hoskinson, and really how they've thought this through so thoroughly. And the whole ecosystem and the Cardano blockchain is just so thoroughly thought out. And understand, this is proof of stake, not proof of work. And there's a big difference. Proof of stake doesn't use the electricity energy. It's not going to be crapped on by all the environmentalists and all that. It's also important to know that there's like 3 million wallets now that have ADA in it. So that's really skyrocketed. And they are going to be moving into scaling, which is actually what's happening now that they've taken care of smart contracts, and that's what they're working on with the transactions and really taking this thing to the next level when it becomes really a critical cryptocurrency for so many things. You know, we know about all the work they've done in Africa and Ethiopia. We know how useful it is for NFTs and identification, proof of education. I mean, this is not some crap coin. This is the real deal. And so when this thing got down today, actually, let me look here. I bought this thing today twice, and I was actually up really early in the morning. I was looking at the news and seeing what was going on with Ukraine and all that. And I bought, good grief, at 5:33 a.m., I bought at 76 cents. And then later in the morning at 9:50 a.m., I bought at 78 cents. Because it's just like, you know, I'll just dollar cost average down, and that's perfectly fine because I'm a long-term holder of ADA. And like I say, it's sitting at 85 cents or 84, and it may stay down here for a while. It might even drop lower. If it does, I'll just buy more. But that's me. That's what I'm willing to do. I mean, when I saw it drop down to that, I just did this. Yeah, I just gobbled that. I just gobbled it up. But anyway, like I said, we'll just keep an eye on this thing and watch it very closely. And here's the thing about cryptocurrency. Look, cryptocurrency isn't for everybody. This thing's going to go up and down like crazy. That's the way that it is. Look at this chart. I mean, this thing has gone from pennies all the way up to $3 and pulled all the way back down to this 1 and under. That is not abnormal for cryptocurrency. And you got to be super patient with this stuff. You cannot FOMO into cryptocurrency. And you got to buy on the big dips because it will come back to you. That's just the way crypto works. I think Cardano will continue to work its way up, but it's going to have these huge dips. If you can wait and be patient, you know, you can do well with these things. But if you get impatient and start chasing, it's going to be bad. So if you can't handle this volatility, that's okay. Look, crypto's not for everybody. You know, you can always just do this. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with running away from something that you're not comfortable with. This is not for everybody. You know, that's just the way it is. I have a 10% rule. I do 10% OTC stocks, 10% cryptocurrency related or crypto, and that's it. I don't exceed that because it makes me too uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. But, you know, I'm willing to take the speculation and the risk. You know, you've got to make that decision for yourself. It's your money. You earned it. You decide what to do. But I'm very comfortable with Cardano long term. I think it's a great crypto, and I feel really good about it, and I'm going to continue to buy it as long as it's down in these low troughs. I'm not going to chase it. I do not chase crypto. It's like a dog chasing a car. It's not going to end well. All right, folks, and that's Cardano today, and that's what's been going on with it. And like I said, if you like this content, hit that like button, and lets me know to continue to cover Cardano ADA. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Give the channel a chance. I'd certainly appreciate it. And hope you did like the content. And we'll see you next time on Mr. Frugal Investor.